All right, let's get right into it. This is Left Side of the Brain. Do us a favor. Go ahead and hit that likes button. Hit the subscribe button. And what we have to talk about today is very important. Okay? With this coronavirus pandemic that's taking place, like I said before, this is a smoke screen for something bigger that they have planned. Now, in this video, I will tell you what this coronavirus is leading to. Right now, in 2020, what they are trying to do, they are using this virus, number one, to socially condition everybody to follow orders. That's right. They socially conditioning everybody to take commands without any apprehension and without any insubordination. That's what they're doing. Okay? Now, I figured it out. Coronavirus is a communicable disease. Okay? Now, with that having been said, what is the one way that a communicable disease can spread most efficiently? It's through what? Through contact. What is the one thing that we use every day that people transfer from hand to hand, creating the highest situations where contact is made between one individual to the other? What situation is that? Besides turning a doorknob to enter a building. What situation is that? You got it right. Ching ching, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. That's right. You smart. You smarter than me. You got it right. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Money. Paper money and coins. Currency. So what does that mean? I'm going to tell you what it means. They're getting ready to get rid of paper money and mint. Mint is coins. They're getting ready to get rid of paper money and mint. And one of the reasons they're going to use, mark my words, is that we need to do this. They're going to bring this up now. They're going to say, we need to do this because money is a form of transferring diseases. I'm telling you. See, all of this stuff, this corona is setting up the landscape for the bigger plan that they are ready to implement. I did a video before on this channel. I was talking about how Google Pay, Apple Pay, all of those apps they have that you can connect your bank and debit, that you can connect your credit and debit card to, is social conditioning. Getting you in the mindset of using paperless currency. They started out with the plastic. It went from the paper currency and mint to the credit card. From the credit card, it went to the Apple Pay, the Google Pay. Each one is a step to get you further and further from what you used to. But see, they don't do it all at once. They do everything in increments, one step at a time. These people in this world, they are psychologists. See, a lot of y'all sleep on psychology. While you sleeping on it, they standing upon it. They stand upon psychology. While you sleep on it and don't believe it's real, they swear by it. You are the guinea pigs. So they realize that in order to implement new social rules and guidelines, that they have to slowly usher it in. They have to slowly usher these things in. Because if you give somebody something too fast and too quick, and you don't give them a reason and a situation behind it, it's like waking somebody up out of the bed too fast and telling them to go eat breakfast. It takes time. First, they got to get up, stretch, go wash their face, brush their teeth. So they do the same thing when it comes to like social conditioning, you see. So that's why they don't throw something at you all at once. You see. It takes time. Everything takes time. You see, these people that we be dealing with, they follow the principles that govern nature. The only thing is they flip the principles that govern nature and they flip it to make it work against you and work for them. You see, everything in nature can be used for you or it can be used against you. Fire can be used to warm some cold hands from the winter freeze. You can sit in front of the fireplace, rub your hands together. Or fire can be used in the hands of an arsonist. A match can burn down a building and kill everybody inside. So that's what you got to understand, number one, about the mysticism behind everything. These people we're dealing with, they are Gnostics in their own right. In their own right, they are Gnostics. And they're using laws of opposites. Everything I'll be telling y'all about, like the different laws that govern the human prison bar system, they understand these things. So they probably sitting back, they probably have peeped my videos and saying, man, this guy is really on it, man. If only he was on our side. You see what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the same things, but just teaching you how to avoid it. And by me understanding how this world is ran, that's why I know what they are using this coronavirus for. One of the reasons is to usher in the paperless money system. Because people going to be arguing against, the microchip and everything. It's going to be some people out there, it's always a few. And one of the things they're going to bring up is, well, during the coronavirus, people contracted corona through paper money. That's one of the things they're going to use. So it's just giving them an excuse to get rid of the paper money system, to bring about the mark of the beast, the microchip scan, when they put the chip in your hand, and when you're in the grocery store, they scan your hand. Because look at it. Look at the benefit of it. It's safeguarding you from germs. And they right. It is. You don't got to You don't got to worry about catching something by passing or exchanging money, and they right. You just scan your hand. So that's the game plan behind this corona thing. One of the reasons why they are pushing this corona. Is the coronavirus man-made? That's what you're probably saying to yourself. And the answer to that is yes. I wholeheartedly believe that the coronavirus is man-made. Because why all of a sudden this disease just pop up in 2020 when in 2002 they had the bird flu? So if you know anything about what I said the last time, you got 2002, 2002, and 2020. 2020. It's the same numbers. 18 years later, voila. Now you got what? The coronavirus. The bird flu thing, that was the sample. They was just testing the population. That was the little sample study. And the coronavirus thing, this is the real deal. Latest reports say that the United States has surpassed 120,000 cases with a little over 1,600 deaths due to the coronavirus. So it's definitely real, people. It's definitely real. The situation is man-made, but the people dying and the cases is definitely real. Make no doubts about that. They not bluffing. And they don't mind taking people out to do what they have to do. Because they look at the world like this. They look at things in the long haul of things. They sit in boardrooms, and this is how they ease their conscience of killing people. This is how they ease their conscience. They say to themselves, we may kill a couple 100,000 people or a couple million people, but in the long haul of the next 100 years, we will save millions and millions and millions of lives. If we don't do what we're doing now, it will risk millions and millions and millions of lives in the future. So what they do is they create situations based upon calculations of casualties and things that could occur in the future if they don't implement their plan now. That's how they look at the world. They don't look at it from day to day. They look at it from 50 years to 50 years. The normal people, we look at things from day to day because we live on a day-to-day budget. They don't live on a day-to-day budget. And this is something else a lot of people don't understand. When you in that billionaire club, you look at the world totally different. You introduce to different people. You live a different lifestyle. An accomplishment to a regular person, like buying a house, once you get a lot of money, buying a house is not an accomplishment. Buying a house to them will feel like tying your shoes when you was a little kid, just learning how to tie your shoes. That was a big accomplishment to a little kid. But for these people who got billions and billions of dollars, and they are, you know, in the clandestine societies, i.e. secret societies, they don't see little things like that as a big accomplishment. What they see as a major accomplishment is changing the world currency from paper to paperless. That's a big accomplishment to them. That's the scale of thinking they own. You see what I'm saying? An accomplishment to them is making sure that the coronavirus does what it's planned to do. Making sure that it's a successful endeavor instead of it failing and flopping. You see, they on that level of thinking. They wake up in the morning while you thinking about what's going on in your neighborhood and what's going on 15 feet from your front porch. They thinking about what's taking place all around the world, what's taking place in outer space. You see what I'm saying? Because they responsible for all of this. So they on a whole different level of thinking. A lot of people don't understand that. Well, how can they do this and how can they kill? Even their consciousness change. What you call killing somebody as being bad, they don't call it as being bad. They call it looking out for the future. So 100 years from now, more people don't have to die. So they willing to sacrifice 10 people to save 100 people. They look at it like this. So you won't think I'm trying to say what they're doing is positive. In their eyes, it's positive. But let me explain. For instance, this corona thing. In their mind, their game plan is to bring the world to a paperless society. The mark of the beast society. So in their mind, they are saying, to justify what they are doing, they are saying, we may be sacrificing hundreds and thousands of people, but the bigger picture is we bringing about a new world order. The bigger picture is we bringing out a paperless society. So that's how they justify the things that they do in their conscience. You see? In their mind, the new world order is a new day of peace for all mankind, where there will be one religion, there will be no more wars, there will be one government, everybody bowing down to the same God. That's their version of saving the world. And that's what they are trying to do. To them, they are trying to build peace and harmony on earth. The New World Order is bringing everybody into a new world order. In their minds, they're getting rid of the old system and bringing about this new world system. To them, they are doing something righteous. And they feel like if we kill a certain amount of people to achieve our objective, then we doing humanity in the long haul a good service. We doing them a good deed. That's what they feel. And that's what y'all don't understand. I'm not saying you're stupid or, that's what a lot of people don't understand. They don't see themselves doing evil. They see themselves as doing good by doing evil to ultimately reach good. You get what I'm saying? It's like stealing from somebody to feed the poor. That's how they look at it. In their mind, it's not evil. They see it as a sacrifice for something better to occur in the future. Because ultimately they want the New World Order to be this world system where everybody, basically secular humanism, which basically means man is God. We're going to get rid of the division of religion. We're going to get rid of the sectarianism, and we're going to build this utopia on earth. But the problem with that is, it sounds good. But the problem with that is it quells all of your freedom of speech, all of your rights to bear arms, your free thinking, all of that. They want everything to be this one unison. They want to get rid of free thinking, freedom of speech, have everybody walking around in white uniforms, everybody thinking like artificial intelligence, and everybody worshiping this one world leader. Just like the Bible says, how the beast will come up, the Antichrist, he'll come in and try to make everybody, fool people to believing that he has brought about world peace. But really, it's to turn man away from worshiping the true creator, which endows you with freedom of speech and all of these things, to having your spirit and consciousness and everything believing that the government is all wise. And that's why, you know, when this country was built, people fought hard so that the government couldn't take over everything, so it wouldn't be a feudalist state. You see? But that's the very direction all of this stuff that's taking place is leading us to. We on our side, we a different category, right? Nobody's talking about what we building with. We on something. We exposing what it's really all about. The HPB realm, that's what it boils down to. Ultimately, it boils down to us versus them, like we always say. That's why I did the video yesterday, how to expose HPBs. Because if you forget the basics, they can get you. They'll have you focus on all these funny terminologies and everything. Our thing is we don't forget the core. The things I teach on this channel, the 6 laws that governs the human prison bar realm, the book that I'm coming out with, that's what we don't get away from. That's the core to what we, as Jaguars, we hold on to. As long as you got them basics down, and I'm being serious, y'all. As long as you got them basics down, you good. You'll be able to see everything. Because everything they do is attached to one of those 6 laws that governs the human prison bar system. They don't operate outside of that. Go back and watch that video I did, the 6 laws that governs the human prison bar system. They don't do anything outside of that. It all rotates within that scale or within those 6 rules. The illusion of difference, the illusion of same, all of those things we speak about, they stick to those core principles, you see. So that's what it's about. They just want to have everybody worshiping them because they egotistical. Remember, they want to keep us alive, not because they love us. They want to keep us alive because they need someone to enslave. They need someone to worship them. That's why ultimately they're trying to bring this thing to a one world government. So the whole world won't be scattered with different governments and paying homage to different kings and queens and chiefs and rulers. No, they want to get rid of all of that. They want to have one ruler. One ruler and one ruler only. And that's what they slowly, now it's speeding up. That's what they're trying to do. And what they are actually, they're going to accomplish it too. They're going to accomplish their goal. Because there's too many ignorant people out here for them not to accomplish it. It's way too many. It's too many ignorant people out here for them not to accomplish their goal. You know that and I know that. Just walk around outside. Just go outside and walk around. Just look around. All you see is ignorance all around you. But one thing for sure, if you got the truth inside of you, that's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to get your soul. Because the human prison bar, Because the human prison bar realm is what? What is it in nature? It is what? It starts with a P. It's parasitical by nature. It's parasitical in nature, meaning it's just like a mosquito. It needs something to parasite off of. It needs something to suck blood from. They just like mosquitoes in nature. Mosquitoes need something else to, other than fruit, to live. It needs blood. Mosquitoes are vampires. They need blood. They suck off blood. Isn't that something? You can see what I'm talking about in nature. And that's what we call the law of exceedings, which means for everything you speak about, that should be a parable or something in nature that correlates with what you're saying. Like I'm talking about them being parasitical in nature. Then you can look into nature and see mosquitoes. That's what we mean by the law of exceedings. Who remember the law of exceedings? Put it in the comment section. What do we say the law of exceedings is? That's the quiz for this video. So tell me what y'all think in the comment section. I'm about to upload this right now. This was hot. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Jaguars up. Oh, before I go, I need to start back advertising. We have a Patreon. You want to donate to the channel, and I'm gonna start uploading videos to the Patreon as well, so y'all can be members, and I'll put exclusive videos up on the Patreon, and you can donate however much you want monthly, and you know, we can use these proceeds for the book. I don't know how I'm gonna do the book. I know I'm gonna write the book, but as far as like getting it printed up and things like that, I'm gonna see how that, because that could be expensive, but I'll see. If I'm gonna drop it digital, nah, I need that hard copy, man, because I don't trust that digital stuff. Because when this system crash, I want y'all to have hard copies, because they can shut that internet and computers down. That's why nothing beats a hard copy manual. Nothing beats that. If it wasn't for hard copy, we wouldn't know about the ancient Egyptians and the ancient Greeks and the Romans. They left stuff in concrete. They wrote upon the walls. They left artifacts. If they left everything in computer systems, everything would have been erased. So that's why I like that hard copy. So yeah, we're going with that hard copy. But anyway, man, tell me what y'all think. Oh yeah, the Patreon is www.patreon.com/Left Side of the Brain. We also have an Instagram at Left Side of the Brain 2 on Instagram. You can inbox me on my Instagram. Also, the email is leftsideofthebrain2@gmail.com if you have any ideas, or you know. And you know what? I'm open to do speaking engagements. We're gonna talk about that too, because this is 2020 and I want to, you know, push this thing even further. I'm open to do speaking engagements, all of that. So y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.